We've been hearing about Gulf Coast Rail literally from before day one of my having this job. So knowing that we can hit that milestone is huge.
Opening the corridor rail service between here and New Orleans is probably the last thing that hasn't been
the biggest
done.
piece that isn't
oh,
back
absolutely.
to normal. Huh?
Yeah. Please tell President Biden I said thank you very much for all they've done. Cheers. Here's to transportation.
Here, here. Thanks for having us through.
Mobile is an interesting place with a lot of passionate people that love their city.
Mobile is a place of fun. It's a great place of culture. It's the second largest city in the state of Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama is Southern hospitality. We're excited that you guys are here to celebrate with us.
I think it's going to foster tourism, support economic development, and help small businesses like myself.
A lot of what we've been talking about, obviously, with the restoration of Gulf Coast Rail is that we're kind of closing a painful chapter of having lost it to Hurricane Katrina. What was it like being here during the storm?
Very fortunate for us, it came ashore closer to the Louisiana-Mississippi line. And so we had severe flooding. All the area where we were today was completely flooded.
It was devastating for the community, even though not as much as the New Orleans, Pascagoula area, but certainly had an effect on our community.
Hurricane Katrina really swept most of this railroad off into the sea. The railroad was completely either wiped out or buried. This train is almost a symbol of completeness. It brings us back, and it brings it back better.
The fact that we're 20 years later finally rebuilding our rail service does show resilience and just something to show all the work to come together to get this project done.
This is just one great example of what investing in America looks like. To be able to get people that may not be as fortunate to have vehicles and needing to get across state lines for certain opportunities, whether it's visiting family, whether it's taking a vacation, whether it's daily commute for a job. All of this can be handled through the additionals of things like Amtrak.
Yeah, man, check out that. Well, that's an early engineer. Some young guy. I don't recognize him anymore. Tomorrow is an exciting day. We are holding the groundbreaking ceremony, and this is a day that many of us that have come down to start the work on operating the trains have been looking forward to for quite some time. It's a mile marker on the road to restoring the service. I've been waiting a long time for this day, and it takes the whole community and the Gulf Coast area to make this a success.
We are so excited as residents, constituents, and as leaders in the city of Mobile to have Amtrak back here. This gives our residents an opportunity to travel all down the Gulf Coast.
This is a vision that's been desired across multiple administrations in Washington, and of course possible because of the historic funding that came by way of the bipartisan infrastructure law.
We're really excited to have the passengers to be able to serve the community here, and so we're ready to go and we're excited. I'm one of 17 crew members here in Mobile, Alabama.
And I want to give a nod to Senator Wicker from next door in Mississippi, who played such an important role in getting that bill done.
If transportation can't be bipartisan, I don't know what can.
It's true. I think you're right. If we just get that to radiate out from the transportation space into some other areas of policy, we'd be getting a lot more done.
Once this project is complete, those twice daily round trips will mean a reliable, efficient, affordable way to travel for people here in Alabama, in Mississippi, and in Louisiana.
As you know, my boss is pretty big on passenger rail, and so am I.
Thank you for welcoming me here today. Please make sure to save me a seat when that first train starts to roll.
It's about making connections, whether it's with your fellow employees or with other passengers on the train. And I think that's one thing that makes travel by train special. You got to come see it.